We are having a massive stream today. They're gonna be showing trading, everything. Nick said a ton of stuff. But it is a massive stream today. Definitely do not want to miss it today. But how are we doing, guys? I'm gonna go to the stream whenever it starts, so we're gonna wait on this screen for like a couple minutes. How are we doing? Alright. Hey, is that Beast I see? Is that Beast? Oh no, that's Play. What's up, Play? Clay, what's up? K-Dog. Zach, what's up? Patriots Man, Eric, Alex, Sports, Zer, Royce, Andrew Kelly, Dynamite. How you guys doing? Alright, so it's gonna be a huge stream today. Jokes on you, it's delayed again? Nah, bro. If it's delayed again, that would be so funny. It's a recording, so how can it be delayed? You know what I mean? It's impossible for it to be delayed. But how we doing, boys? No early drop, huh? We don't know yet, man. We don't know. Let me just put the stream thumbnail in, and then I'll get back to reading chat here. There we go. But how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? We had a good stream last stream, but then I screwed up and accidentally shut off my phone, and then it kind of ended. But I'm gonna read chat here in a second. So the stream starts in about 4 minutes, guys. That's why I went live right now. Tua, what's up, Tua? Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan. Yes, sir, Play. Hey, appreciate you guys for what is it? 7.92K. What's up, Steve? NBA, Jack, Vibby, Mighty Asian, Awesome Diego, NBA, Royce. How are you guys doing today? Goat 17, is that VL the Goat? A? Itching to play next Madden Mobile? We might get it on Thursday, might get it on Friday. Do good, Fins. What about you? Not bad, bro. Still playing MM20. This is Madden Mobile 2021. Jesus Christ. How old am I? 17. How are you doing, Christian Nguyen? Preston, I'm good. Preston, how are you? How are you? What's up, Armand Plays? All right, it's gonna be an insane stream when the actual thing starts. I'm gonna obviously be watching it on Twitch with you guys. You guys are gonna see the stream and everything. But this is the most insane one so far because they're actually gonna show something about like trading, about like he said a lot of stuff, but I just remembered trading. But there is a huge stream today. MM22 is not coming out today. It's coming out on either the 19th or the 20th. They said the 20th might come out one day early. So the stream starts in about 3 minutes, boys. His number and his username. Exactly. I mean, if you want to know my age, I guess. Hey, what's up, Omar? When's the name change? Name change? What do you mean, TD? What do you mean? Because they didn't do anything. We can trade cards? Okay, not trading as in like with other people. Trading is basically like sets. It's basically like sets. But guys, we are 80 subscribers away from 8,000. So if you could reach that before Madden Mobile 21 comes on, it's on. Shoot, let me go to Twitch. If we could reach that before, there we go, guys. All right, let me shut off the background. That was only for like 4 minutes, but here we go. I'm sorry about the ads, but how are we doing? It's probably gonna start here anytime soon. As perfect. Appreciate you, Patriots, man. Let me mute this on my computer. You guys can probably hear it on here, so I'm gonna mute it. No, actually, no. I'm gonna play it on here so you guys can hear it with me. But yeah, this is absolutely gonna be an insane stream. Hopefully the thing comes on. What's up? What's up, Joey? What's up, the King? Seth Production, TD. Better than Seth's earlier this morning. We got kind of the little sneak peek in the earlier stream. But yeah, Seth, that would be crazy. Jake from State Farm. Facts. Imagine not being subbed. Exactly, bro. The cover looks nice. Exactly. Best Madden is Madden 18, Madden Mobile 18 or 17. I like 16, bro, but I never played Madden Mobile 15. The cover looks nice. Facts. Take that back, TL or else. Tua is the GOAT. I mean, come on now. Everyone go make sure to subscribe to Tua, man. I mean, absolute GOAT. Best quarterback in the league. But you know, I missed the earlier stream today. All good, bro. So Nick should be starting here any second, and then we're gonna actually be able to see Madden to NFL 22 Mobile like more in depth. So that's gonna be awesome. It's not clickbait. The name of sets is literally called Trades Wall. Exactly. It's like Patriots fan. It's alright, bro. It's alright. MM16 was prime, to be honest. Facts. What's up, baller? Hey, glad you can make it, man. How you doing? Yeah, I'm sorry I ended pretty abruptly, guys. It was my own fault. But the stream, that was it. That was all the information they had, right? Yeah, MM16 was prime. It was prime. All right, let me put the background music until Nick starts talking in my ear, just because, you know what I mean? Might as well. So we'll put the background music on for a little bit more until he starts in Alabama, but can't like him now that he's on the Fins. Wow. No, Bracken Draco. Trades are sets. Trades are sets. It's not clickbait. Just wait. For real. Thank you, Seth. I mean, you could say it's clickbait. It's literally not clickbait. They're showing it right now. This is the stream that they're gonna show all this stuff. Far from over.
Alrighty.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for coming again, guys. We're not gonna waste too much time here. I'm kind of just gonna get this going. I'm gonna start the video. This is a long one. Like I said, it's like 45 minutes.
It's 45 minutes. I don't think.
So
I think this is recording.
as long as you want.
Just reading chat.
It's pretty much just Patrick and I kind of talking about it and breaking a bunch of stuff down. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna stick around for a couple minutes after and answer any other questions about some of the stuff you catch here today. But for the most part, everything should be in here. That you're looking for as far as trades, some of the content and all that stuff. I did confirm with Jeff he's going to come on tomorrow, so I thought it was going to be just me, but it looks like Jeff's going to come on. We're going to do some competitive stuff tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully around 1 o'clock he's going to join us and we'll do some fun stuff with the competitive arena and all that good stuff. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. So alrighty, I'm going to get started. I'll see you guys on the other side. It's like 45 minutes, so if you have questions, you can ask them, but obviously I won't answer them.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. All right. Nice. All right. Hopefully the stream thumbnail.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Madden Mobile segment. We have a very special guest today. You guys haven't seen this guest in a long time. I'm so excited he came back. Patrick, welcome to the stream. It's so good to have you. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day. I know you're really busy right now, so thank you and welcome to the stream.
Hey, happy to be here. I hope you notice I'm actually wearing my Manning jersey in honor of his Hall of Fame induction. Funny thing is, as soon as Super Bowl 50 finished, I watched that game. I enjoyed the game, took his jersey, got a coat hanger, put a thumbtack in the wall, and hung it up and said, I'm retiring it. He's done. So this is the first time it's come out since then.
Wow. But, yeah. I'm honored if you took your jersey out just for that. That's incredible. Thank you so much for doing that. So everybody, we have a really important stream today. Obviously, I can tell you things about the game. You guys have come to the streams before. I tell you about the, what we have going on in the new Madden NFL 22 mobile. But when somebody like Patrick comes on, we got some real content. We got some real good information. So I'm very excited for him to come on. We're going to start with kind of an overview and go from there. And then we have a bunch of modes we're going to look into and some cool stuff to go over after that as well. So just be patient with me. This is recorded. As you guys know, I threw it over to myself. So obviously, I'll take your questions when we throw it back to myself a little later. But just enjoy the video. Enjoy what Patrick has to say. And Patrick, I guess we should just get started with, what you think about Madden NFL 22 Mobile as a whole and some of the changes that you've made.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's been a wild week, month, summer. It's we've all of us here. We've been working very hard on this game. It's almost here. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm really nervous. Like my hands are shaking a little bit, and I'm nervous talking to you, Nick. And we talk all the time. And the reason for that is not so much about how many people are going to see this. It's more that I think all of us, every one of us, we tend to get nervous when we care about something. And our team, all of us, we actually care deeply about this game and making it into something amazing. We just want to get everything to go right. So Madden Mobile this year, it's different, way different. This is a fundamental reimagining and restructuring of a game that ultimately will allow us to do the types of things that we've always wanted to do. Nick, I've played Madden Mobile since season 2, maybe like 2016 or so. It's probably when a lot of you guys watching this started playing. When the entire game lived on a US map. I remember being so proud. I was actually going around the office and just telling people how great it was that I finally hit the Hall of Fame tier. I had like 100 million fans or something absurd. So it's finally just getting players that you love. Like it took me almost 2 months to get like a Legend Steve Atwater. It's awesome. It's a wonderful feeling. But something that always kind of bothered me is needing to take that player that you love and then ditch them as soon as a better player is released. It's a tough feel. Us developing the game to provide consistent, meaningful progression like leveling up players when there's a hard limit to how fast a player can run. There's only so far you can go. So that's why this year is so exciting for me. Madden Mobile, it's crazy. We're actually finally going to have the type of depth where the work that you put in over days, weeks, or months even will impact how powerful your team can become. It's not, Nick, it's not like, it's not just about programs anymore.
Right.
It's everything that you do in the game can feed into that ultimate goal of making your team better. To me, that's exciting. It's the game, all the modes of the game actually matter again. So guess what, guys? Journeys? We were able to show up Journeys the other day. It's not Master Series. You're not completing this on day one. You're not completing this in 1 week. You're not completing this in 1 month. You're probably not completing it in 2021. It's there as a constant challenge to test your team and your skills, and then provide significant rewards and permanent unlocks and upgrades when you're able to move forward. So, Nick, just being able to say that, I'm absolutely stoked.
Right. I think that's a interesting shift from Master Series, where it was how quickly could you beat it, right, and get the players and unlock all that stuff for your team. So now it's just definitely more of a extended test for you, right? You always go back to it and see how good your team stacks up to some of those events.
Exactly right. It feeds into the rest of the game. The rest of the game feeds right back into there. So I'm going to talk about sets. But first, you need to let me, Nick, if you don't mind, can I talk about the auction house? Because, that's a significant change.
I think people would appreciate the context, yeah.
Yeah. So auction house, played the game. I used the auction house. I used it a lot. To me, the auction house actually a key part of the game, and it wasn't so much about making money. Rather, to me, it was an avenue where anything I earned could be turned into a valuable resource, coins, that helped me meet my goals and get stronger. It's a powerful system because it prevents dead ends. But, there's major drawbacks as well. Auction house, it's an exploitable system. It's exploitable, and it takes focus away from gameplay, and it actually gives a major advantage to anyone who can find ways to manipulate that system. That exploitability, it really limits our ability to design a connected experience where the things you do outside of programs impact your ability to succeed within those programs. Like I said, where everything I do on a daily basis helps me improve my team and move forward, that's something that we want to shoot for. So without a doubt, just from my perspective, not having an auction house allows us to create a more fair and far more rewarding game. But it also, at the same time, means that we'd have to solve for another major issue, which is how can you move resources around and chase after specific rewards? So if you can't buy a player on the auction house, how do you complete the Broncos team set, Nick, that's going to give me a super sweet 100 OVR Drew Lock? Confirmed. Not confirmed.
Not confirmed? Oh, okay. I was going to write that down.
Maybe someday. Yeah, or Teddy Bridgewater. We'll figure out how that goes.
There you go. Yeah, you got to figure that out.
So one way to kind of accomplish this, to kind of help sets become more accessible, is by reimagining how sets actually work. Because I love sets, Nick. I love them. I mean, I love sets. They're my favorite part of Madden. I love to collect players, collect. I always have a few dozen half-complete sets in the game. And I don't think I've ever shared this before. I literally once designed out like a cookie clicker type of program. It was all about completing sets on cooldown nonstop. I think it's a true story. It's a good thing it didn't happen. It would have been terrible. But, that's the kind of player I am. I love interacting with sets, collecting things, moving assets around intelligently. It's a lot of fun. It's part of the magic of the game. But there are some significant drawbacks to the way we handle sets. Particularly, they require a very specific combination of players and collectibles to be completed. So if you don't have exactly 5 90-plus OVR players and exactly 10 80-plus OVR players, you can't complete a master set. And so if you've got this player sitting at 89 OVR, it's really painful to put that player in an 80 OVR slot because you do not receive fair value for that exchange. That's tough. Yeah, so you've seen that play out in like old boss programs, where we'd have 30 or 40 sets to trade in items from throughout the game. The set system requires a new set for every type of interaction that we present to you, which is a lot of work to create. And honestly, it's not fun to scroll through. So, Nick, we're doing something different. And I'm here to explain how it works. So for one, we are not calling them sets. You can look at your screen on the left side. We're calling them trades. Full stop for a second. This does not mean we're trading players between accounts. It would take us right back to the same problems we're trying to solve from the auction house. But what it does mean is hopefully you will have greater ability to pull together your resources to complete trades. Think of your common players as trade assets, and by exchanging optimal assets, you can complete trades more efficiently. So that's a lot to talk about. I just wanted to be really clear. So thanks for kind of sitting with me. With all that said, though, Nick, like, why don't we actually check out how all this works and go through some of the actual trades that you'll actually see in this game on Thursday.
Sure. Yeah, we can totally do that.
All right, so they're going to go over trades now.
And let us in. So this is going to be the first trade. We're going to start with the kickstart, I guess. You just click on trades, and then this is what pops up.
Yep, and look, it's beautiful. It says trades everywhere. We scrub the name sets from the Nick. I guarantee someone's going to find somewhere that will still calling these things sets. But they're trades. You know what? Honestly, Nick, I'd say the first person who finds a sets reference and sends it to you, let's see if we can give them something.
Oh, boy. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Have fun with that. First person to find something. All right. So what we're seeing here, entirely a different interface, but let me kind of walk you through it. This is the first experience that you would see with these trades. And the experience is meant to kick off after you complete the first stage of journeys, which can be completed within your first day. So you will receive a bonus objective. We talked about that before. It's a bonus objective that you cannot fail on the final event in that stage, and you're actually going to use that to unfurl and unlock this system. So we're seeing here the trades kickstart. There's a Gronkowski here, and you're actually going to get a Gronkowski from this. Nick, he's actually in a pack, and if it's a pack on the right side, you can tap and click on it, and it will bring up a description. We get some information about this. It's a trades kickstart. It talks about you complete some trades, and you can get some uncommon Gronkowski. It's going to be an awesome experience. Cool. So these are free rewards. You don't want to miss out on them. So in here, we're actually seeing conditions. There's nothing to exchange here. These conditions say complete these 4 kickstart trades on the left side. As you complete them, we'll see a check mark go off. The right side says the number of points that you get. Meeting that condition gives you 10 points each. The bottom right, we see a trade progress bar, 0 out of 40. If you fill up that bar, you can redeem that set. So that's a pretty kind of basic experience that we'll kind of walk through, and we'll see some things a little bit more complex. But already right here, this is different. There's no items going off here.
It's incredible, and I have explained some of this to them, just so they, the folks at home weren't so completely shell-shocked when they saw it. But that bar on the bottom is probably the coolest thing, where it gives you a lot more flexibility. Maybe not in this one specifically, but in general, where you can trade in different things for points towards a set, as opposed to just the specific thing, or point towards a trade, as opposed to specific items that you would normally need in a set.
Yep, exactly right. So let's go ahead and tap on journeys. It's the only thing we tap on. There's a favorites on the right. There's nothing in there if we haven't favorited anything. So we tap on this. This is a basic trade. And it takes that Genesis bonus key that you just acquired. And you see that plus sign on the left? We can use currencies and sets. Oh my goodness, we've never been able to do that before. So if you just tap that plus icon, he's saying 1 out of 1 of the 1 total key I want in the set. I'm going to
get a pro pack. Yo, that's what a pro pack looks like, by the way.
And I'm going to claim this reward, which is a pro pack. So that seems pretty easy. Just tap on that, hit redeem, boom, there we go. Your key is going to go away, and we're going to get a pro pack. The pro pack is going to have 4 players in it. They're all going to be common.
Here we go.
You can update your team with them if you want. Don't need to.
They're all going to be common? That's guaranteed? Okay, so at least that
there's some players. Cool. These are common players. Common players in the game are meant to be used in trades. There's no other way to exchange them. So we can click on resources now. The journeys tab went away, and resources are available. There's a couple more kickstart sets to give you some extra currency to be able to move forward in the next stages. So 5,000 coins. This should be pretty easy. It actually has 2 requirements. It has a conditional requirement, complete the journeys kickstart trade, which we just did. And beneath that, any players. You can still put players in sets. Any one player, they get 10 points for completing the trade. We can see on the right. And we get 10 more points for completing any player right here. So you can swap in a single player, pick one that you don't like or one that you love, whatever. Now we have 20 out of 20 points of progress in this set, trade, and hit redeem. Wonderful. We're going to get a reward, 5,000 coins. Awesome. All right, we'll tap below that to the training points kickstart. Same thing, but you can see 10 points from the journeys kickstart trade, 10 points from the coins kickstart, and I can add 1 more player. The trade progress up to 30 points. You can see different trades will have different amounts of points. Okay, that's cool. Makes some sense. Training points are very useful. Let's get those, Nick.
There we go. And we'll redeem.
Yep. Training points and coins are used to level up players. They're very important in the game, so you're always going to want them. Coins you can also buy some packs with, so they're extremely useful. So now we've completed 3 of these trades. Let's do the last one over in players. So there's a tab for players now with the players kickstart. This is a wonderful pack. This reward here we're seeing on the right side, you get to pick any uncommon tier player, or sorry, you get to pick one uncommon tier player from 32 teams. So all the teams represented, if you're a Broncos fan, you get the Broncos player, maybe be a good one. So this trade here, we've met the first condition, which is actually worth 20 points in here. That's right, not every trade needs to be worth 10 points. Then there's any players, and it's actually 0 of 2. You get 10 points per card that you put in there. You need 40 points to complete this. Oh, okay, that's pretty useful. So go ahead and put those in if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. Cool. And there's a condition below that. It marquees some text across. It essentially says you don't have to complete every single condition to have a trade successful. So there's 50 points available. You've slotted in 50 points, but if you have, as soon as you have 40 points, you can go ahead and redeem this set or trade. So that'll take a long time to get used to. So go ahead and redeem that there. You've got your players. So essentially what this means is you can use different combinations of assets. And so long as you exchange enough or met enough conditions, that progress meter is full, then you go ahead and claim your reward. So Nick, who are you going to pick? Are you going to pick a Jet?
Yes, I am.
I think the Jet was on the left.
No way. I was just scrolling through. So you get one of each NFL team right here? Is that how you guys did it?
Yeah, 32 teams are represented here. Here's that amazing Cortland Sutton, Corey Ford.
That is awesome. Wow. So you get to select like an uncommon player.
A lot of stuff here. You can see these cards have on the right side, the team is very evident, easy to see. It's important to have players from different teams. Program stamp can potentially show up on the left side right there. They're all just kind of basic players, so all NFL. So now we go back to the special sets. Oh my goodness, we're about to get our set right here. This is trade right here. Go ahead and hit redeem. Awesome. Let's go ahead and open this pack up. Done.
Trades kickstart. Okay, so I guess you get Gronk, right?
All right, so you see on the left side there, we actually get enough Rob Gronkowski's to get the one that you picked up in Journeys. Nick, you're actually going to be able to rank him up. So that's really wonderful. It's already available. And there's some more additional players to continue engaging with set trades.
Not bad.
I'm going to be saying sets for like a year.
Yeah, it's hard, even for me.
Yep. Okay, cool. So we've unfurled sets. We've unfurled trades. We can see all this stuff now. Journeys. Let's actually look at this right here. So it's fun. This is fun. You ever play a game like I don't know, like an RTS, and you go with like a tech tree? This is actually kind of similar to that. So there are bonus objectives available throughout Journeys. By hitting those goals, and some of them are easy, some of them are hard.
Wait, so you guys can't hear? You guys can't even hear me? Is it? Can you hear me at least? Oh, you can hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, well that's great. So how about this? I'll just turn the audio down on this and I'll just play the audio on my computer. Thank the Lord.
Currencies to get some certain players there. There's
Thank the
specific players
Lord.
we won't go into
Okay.
today, but there's opportunity to get even more players. It's a subset of players. Similar to how we've had veterans or rising stars in the past, so some players have been designated as champions. There are some special players in this pack that are not available anywhere.
All right. Are we good now? Can you guys at least hear the thing?
Modes, or even if you open a pro pack, you might get a champion in there, and you can put you can redeem it in that trade more easily. There's a trade here simply to get an uncommon player. It's easy. All you can do is put uncommon players in there. It's not your most efficient trade, or you can put common players in there and just put 25 of them and get it. But it's just a random player, not the most efficient thing I'd aim for. Beneath that, there's actually division trades. We don't have to go into the details of everything you need to complete. You can see a similar structure here. There's one per division. These are repeatable. There's actually position ones beneath that as well. We're dividing the positions into 4 groups so it doesn't get too crazy. Passing offense, passing defense, rushing offense, and rushing defense. Like, guess what? A quarterback and a wide receiver and a tight end, they're part of your passing offense. Running backs and offensive linemen, part of your rushing offense, and so forth. The special team players just scattered throughout. But these packs here, these repeatable packs, they actually give you a number of cards that are available, and they can be uncommon, they can be rare, they can be epic. And you'll see 4 of them in the division packs, 1 per team. You'll see 8 of them in the position packs. We cover all the positions, and you can select the one that you like the best. So it may be interesting if you get an uncommon player that you really like in a position you love versus a rare player who might be a punter, and you have to make the decision which one you want to go for. So there's some control over this as well. So this is exciting. This is just the ground floor. We haven't really looked very much into like the actual limited time programs and other elements. You can see just with these pieces we're developing. Like, why are trades fun? Why is it fun to put stuff together? Because when I get Drew Lock, he's not just a player. He's a 63 OVR player or whatever he is. He's a Bronco. He belongs to the AFC West. He's in the AFC. He's a quarterback. He's this program's stamp. So all of those pieces that a player has, all those qualities he has, you have like a roster of players by which you can pick and choose how to best meet your goals with the assets that you have available to you. So in my view, being able to kind of lean into that a little bit more and give our players more agency to complete these things is a wonderful experience. This is just the ground floor. Hopefully we can turn this into something that's extremely easy to navigate, powerful, and ultimately rewarding. So I hope you like this, Nick. A lot of effort went into this. It's a little bit kind of a change. It'll take some getting used to, but just in terms of the systems and the map, I'm thrilled about it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's one of the most important things that we've done. As far as, sets were always kind of a pain point, I think, for users and for development, and now I think we've really turned them into a place where you have a lot of flexibility and ways to make your team better, and also ways to use the items that you have on your bench. Now, hopefully this helps solve the bench space issue, too, where like so many things go into so many places that you should be able to find something for some, you find a use for something somewhere, right? There's so many uses for items.
Yeah,
now,
that's exactly right. And kind of this approach with the game is going to hopefully, it is, again, you can get players and you can use them in new content and trades that become available. So it may give some more use for resources and kind of how it used to be in the game, where you could at times save up your resources, and then there's opportunities that Christmas comes around, Ultimate Freeze is available, and you're able to kind of redeem some of that stuff. It's available. Having more of that ability to kind of buy into content is something that we definitely want to move towards. So excited. We'll see how it goes. Hope you like it. I know I'm thrilled.
Awesome. So we have a lot to get to. So we'll leave trades there, and then
So that's trades. I mean, it's not bad.
When we send it back to myself and during the stream, and I'll try to answer some more. But we do have some other things.
And honestly, Nick, if you get feedback on it or ideas, suggestions, or things people want, we'd obviously love to hear it, because this is going to be something way different than what we've done before. we're never going to nail it perfectly on the first try, but we already seen kind of building these out. We've got a lot of ideas on ways to make these types of systems even better.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, if you heard that, chat, if you guys have any questions, concerns, feedback about anything that was shown here on traits, definitely let me know. Let your game changers know, and we'll find a way to get it to Patrick and the team. So moving along, we're going to go into some other modes that we discussed. I've mentioned Tour in the past.
Other modes, okay.
All stuff you've never gotten to actually see. So Patrick's here to be your knight in shining armor and show you this kind of stuff. So we're going to start with Tour, and then it's a very intro to the mode. We haven't done the first experience with it. So it's in programs, and we're going to click in here, and then I'll let Patrick start explaining.
Yeah, all right. I like.
Oh my.
A lot of the game is, it's like completed.
Oh my. Okay.
Some of us still have part of the experience that we love, which is
you guys. Okay, look at that.
So we wanted to provide that somewhere in the game in a meaningful way. So kind of harkening back to those old types of
look at that.
Head-to-head games were on the map. Imagine if like a lot of matchups, PvE matchups against computer showed up on the map, and being able to gain fans, progress forward. That's really this experience. So this is a cool map. If you haven't noticed, perspective views can look really powerful.
Wow.
There's some neat stuff here. They've actually zoomed in those kind of sections where events get crowded. I thought that's actually a really clever and design to kind of make the map feel a little bit more interesting. So this experience is meant for you to come in, play games against NFL teams that are available, earn common players from those teams.
Madden Mobile 22 reloadables.
Trades, earn fans, earn other rewards, and be able to use those fans to unlock rewards, key players, and hit milestones. So this is a first-time experience. So you would play this event, play the next event, play the final event, see some of these elements in here and how it would work out. What I can tell you about it is there are bonus goals that are available. There's an event that you can play every week if you complete enough bonus goals and cash in your keys for those bonus goals. Keys once again. There are players that once you get enough fans, you can unlock the ability to battle them, and if you beat them, you actually promote a tier. You move up from the bronze tier that you start into a silver tier. You get that player, and events start to get harder, but more fans become available. So things kind of scale up. It's a long-term chase that should be taking you months to make your way through, but anytime you want to come play games, or if you just see Broncos event is up, I want Broncos on my team, I need to complete some AFC West trades, I'm going to go ahead and play that event out. So that's really kind of the design here. It's giving more of that experience, that kind of traditional experience, and being able to, over time, make some significant progress towards really nice rewards.
Yeah, and just some feedback from the game changers on it. They actually really like the mode, just from the little bit that they've played, and how deep you can spend some time in here and really engage and get some good stuff out of here. So really awesome stuff from the tour. I'm really excited for it, and the map is like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So this, by the way, if you want to complete trades, this is one of the best routes to complete trades because you get those tour coins that act as wild cards for a lot of those trades, and you can also target specific types of players. So again, Broncos event is up. I'm getting Broncos players. That helps.
Awesome. Is there anything else?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you actually tap on that goals button? We're gonna sidetrack.
That's right.
So the progress in this is actually right here. It's available via a series of achievements. So the top banner, you can see Derwin James. You remember him from the trade sets that you could get. You can actually get him from here as well. It says Bronze Champion. Earn 100,000 tour fans to unlock the Bronze Tour Challenge, which you will see
okay.
on the tour map. If you
get an 80 overall, it's not bad.
And you get this player. Additionally, below that, you see Bronze Milestone 1, earn 20,000 tour fans. If you complete that, you get the rewards that are shown onto the right. And if you tap Nick to the right there on any of those, you see different rewards come available. But they're also tiered, so there's 3 tiers of rewards. The final one just says, go play this event. So it's a simple structure here. You can understand it. Earn fans, get lots of fans, move forward, get better players. But, if you move forward a little too quick, the events might get hard to the extent that you need to go kind of level up your team in other places.
Yeah, that's a huge point too, right? You got to be careful and make sure you're allocating players circling, making sure you're doing
I believe if I remember correctly, the events in the tour are to a large degree simmable, so you could play the Broncos event sim it more times. However, it's kind of designed in a way where if you hit all of the events once, it's a little bit more efficient than just playing one event and hitting a sim button.
Awesome. And you wanted me to click this, right?
Yeah, so actually, so this right here, this is what you'll see if you went, like, you know, the first time you played the game, you tapped into the tour achievements, you'll see something like this. This says here, Journey, Genesis 3, Stage 3. If you beat that, you will unlock feats. Oh, that's nice, feats. We know what feats are, the progressive achievements by which you can earn Madden cash in the game. They're wonderful to have. They're not available until you reach Stage 3, so you see kind of a placeholder thing right here that when you beat that, you actually see them unravel. But the reason I asked Nick, I wanted you to bring this up, is because there's a feat, for example, of collecting players. Well, if I were to get a bunch of players and then unlock feats, and then I see collecting players 0 out of 10, that feels poor. So the experience that you will have, if assuming it's working correctly, is that you'll come in and you will actually receive retroactive progress. So as soon as I beat Stage 3 and I unlock feats, I'm coming right here, and I'm hoping that there's a feat or two that I can already hit claim on, which would be awesome.
Excellent. These are your goals. And again, when you guys complete this intro here, a lot more stuff will open up. This is just the beginning, couple of events. You just got to complete those and you'll be all set.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, you know, do you want to tap into that that rookie center? That
For real TV, it is.
Yeah, we can tap in there. It may not be final. It's pretty close. This is not a program. This is not playable content. This is here because it's a pretty easy interface by which we can convey some key elements to the game. There's elements on the left side that we can tap into. We don't need to do that right now, but it just to help kind of reinforce some of the things that might be a little confusing. So if you ever get confused, come here. However, Nick, you see that cache thing that's glowing at the bottom?
Yeah. Let me see if I can
tap on that.
go in.
I mean, we saw this rookie center. Oh.
Hey, guess what? There's a little bit of Madden cash available for you just from going through.
10 Madden cash. Nice. All right. I like it. I like it.
You know they're there. Don't miss out on it.
Yeah, we actually.
Yeah, TV. I don't know.
With Shane a little bit and talked about some of the stuff.
Great. You guys are good. You're pros. I know. All right. So this is work in progress. Hoping we can deliver this to you for the launch of the game. We see this thing in the middle, the divisional battle for the West. I love our. This is not ready to go through and pan through, but we're going to look at the map, and I'm just going to talk about it very holistically. We'd like to leave a little bit of surprise. I love this, by the way. It's really kind of beautiful structuring.
It does look good.
This is closer to a traditional content program, but with something really special. So a little bit different. So you start out here, you're seeing a big event.
Okay, it's not bad.
That event helps you unlock better events and bigger rewards.
This is interesting.
There's events here. There's events, team battles that you would play every day, once a day. You wouldn't want to miss them. There's blitz events that if you want to keep playing, rewards are not as great.
Team battles, okay.
You can do a little bit of simming for them as well, continue to get rewards. This piece of content exists to get AFC and NFC West players, and to pay off if you have those players to give you either a better team in these events or extra rewards to help you progress faster. So essentially, if you've been playing the rest of the game and collecting players from the Broncos, then you can come into here and they actually may be more helpful to you. So that's a cool piece to it that we have right there. But there's something else, something that we've strived to be able to provide, is that this content, it's going to go away in a few days. It doesn't last very long, but it's going to come back. And it's going to go away. And it's going to come back. So it's a piece of cyclical content that persists, so that there are periods of time each month on a cadence, I believe it should be about every 2 weeks or so, that you'll be able to access this content. And if I'm able to make some progress today, but I can't get as far as I want to get. I can't get that rare Bronco that I care about. 2 weeks later, I can come back, I can pick up where I left off. So that's already a great experience, that we can make some pieces of content that, at times, do not disappear forever. You can kind of save up and come back to them. That's cool. There's still some things you want to do in here every time you play it, and the faster you progress in here, the more rewards you'll get. So it obviously compounds. If you're able to make more progress, you get more rewards every time it comes back up. That's cool. But on top of that middle thing here, where it says start here, that's actually like a difficult event. It goes up and over your difficulty. It's challenging. If you're able to beat that, it upgrades the events on the map itself, so you get more rewards or more times you can play it. That's cool. That progress as well persists. So if I reach tier 1 or tier 2 of this map and it comes back 2 weeks later, I'm right back on tier 2 with those extra rewards. And that's what I'm trying to talk about, guys, is the ability to make the game more durable, more permanent, to have your players last longer, to kind of feel like everything that you do ultimately does pay off in some way. That's what we're striving to do. It's a departure from what we've done, but the experience that we can potentially provide, this is just the start. So we're thrilled about it, but I definitely wanted to show this here because I can't believe how beautiful it looks. It's coming together very well.
Yeah, it does look awesome. And I don't know, did you mention that about the title itself, Battle for the West? Is there like more that we can look forward to in that sense?
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course, this West. I mean, there's some other directions.
Probably right.
And right and underneath, and I'm sure we'll find some cool stuff.
Gotcha. Just wanted to tease that a little bit. And then so definitely check that out. Hopefully, in game on Friday, but if not, soon after. And then so that's your programs. And I'm pretty sure that was all we were going to talk about in regards to content. And we were going to shift over a little bit to ranking, if that's okay, Patrick, and leveling up.
That's perfectly fine.
Give some context on some of this.
Yeah, you remember when you got that sweet Gronkowski card?
Yeah, he's down there.
Yeah, so we can rank him up. We can figure out some of this stuff.
Okay, so this is going to be how to upgrade like players.
Yeah, cool. So this is a detailed view of Gronkowski. We can see there's some different elements here. There's a presence we're seeing in the top left. There's an OVR. There's a skill. And you've probably heard this before. Those elements, skill, presence, they combine together to reflect on what that player's overall rating is. But they're different pieces. Skill is these attributes that you're seeing beneath that makes expanding, quickness, speed, the things that you're used to. We group them together to kind of understand what they do a little bit better, given some better explanations there. But the old types of ratings, that's your skill. It's how well this player specifically performs. Presence, and don't take my word for it because I don't understand. There's crazy math that goes into this, but my best understanding of it is presence is an attribute, a special attribute that makes this player from being on your team improve the other players on your team. Almost think about it as like, instead of OVR just for me, it's OVR for every player on your team. So when you level up a player and when you rank up a player, you gain skill, which makes that player better. You will gain presence, which makes your whole team better, and those numbers combine together to equal that player's OVR rating. Okay, so on that, I think normally leveling up is a little bit more towards skill, and ranking up is a little bit more towards presence, but they're kind of equal in how they work. There's some key differences. So let's go to which one do you want to go to first, Nick?
Let's level up because I feel like that's the more standard one they're going to run into first.
Yep, level up. It has some key differences. There's actually a lock on the right side. There's your ability to level up is actually capped by how far you've made it through those journeys. So when you beat stage 1 of journeys, your max level goes up from 5 to 10. You beat stage 2, it goes up to 15, and so forth. So you gain max levels. Those levels become more difficult to hit, but they also give bigger benefits. They give more points. When you train a player who's uncommon, they get good. They get at least 1 OVR per level, so it's significant. But if you train a player who's rare or epic, they will get even more. But the cost to get those players up a little bit just changes a bit too. So it's a kind of a complex system. But generally, if you can level up a player, you want to level them up. Level ups are very important. You're not going to be able to progress very far in the game without them. The journey stages, then many of the events have requirements to have 5 or 10 players on your roster who are at least of a certain level. The reason for that is because the difficulty of those events exceeds just what you would need from leveling up. So it's like a barometer. Unless you have these level ups, you probably shouldn't be moving forward. You need to improve your team to keep moving forward. So level ups are a consistent requirement. You will need to make them, but you can actually pick which players you want to level up to meet those requirements. So you can kind of hit level up, you'd see skills go up, and then move forward. There's some little quirkiness to the interface here. We'll hopefully be able to address that shortly after launch. But yeah, generally you beat a stage, you unlock 5 more levels, and the levels eventually start becoming more and more powerful.
And then you also have the requirements on the right side, right? So you could always look for those.
Yep. Those requirements will have new resources that come into play. So when you hit level 10, to get to levels 11 and further on, you're going to need a third currency here. It's going to be called trophies. They can come from a number of places in the game, but one of the best avenues for trophies is competitive modes, aka Arena. So if you tend to play Arena a decent amount, you can gain even more access to those trophies. That's kind of neat. different currencies become available in different places, and if you spread your focus throughout the game, you can level up your players effectively. So that's something to keep in mind. All of these costs are currencies. There's no slotting of players, anything confusing. It's essentially, I need.
What's up, Takeoff? Sorry.
Have enough, hit level
Been
up.
super focused on the stream. Haven't been looking at chat, but how you doing?
Now we're at the rank up screen.
Yeah, ranking up. So if you were to get additional copies of a player, in this case here you see them as shards. We've heard of shards before. You're able to rank up the player. You can see from the top, Gronkowski, if I rank him up, I'm going to get 10 presents. That's a lot of presents. It starts at 13 so right now, so I'm going to go up to 23. And then on top of that, his skill is going to go up, and his OBR rating is going to go up 4. So the amount of players that, first off, he has 5 stars on the front of the card. That's how many ranks he has. He starts at 1, he can go up to 5. The number of player copies that you're going to need to take him from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5.
Thanks, Takeoff.
Yeah,
sorry I haven't been reading chat, boys.
To go up. So you get him from rank 4 to rank 5, you'll see a significant benefit. Additionally, the more rare characters that are harder to get, they give bigger benefits. Epic players, oh my good, you rank one of them up, you feel it immediately. However, they're harder to acquire, but you don't have to get as many of them. You don't need 5 epic players. You need 1 epic player to go from rank 1 to rank 2, 1 additional copy. So that's kind of an interesting piece to it. If you look at level ups, that's gated by how long you played the game and how far you progressed. So I can't come in here day 1, open a million packs, and have a level 50 player. It can't happen. The 50 right now is the max level plan for the game. So I can't do it. That takes time. It takes sweat equity. But being able to get fortunate with your packs in the store, getting the right players, targeting certain types of sets and teams, you can always advance them up to rank 5. There's actually, you may wonder, Nick, what do you do with duplicate players? Duplicate players do melt away into a dust currency. I believe it is called Star Dust, and there will be ways to use that to chase after and get specific players that you want as well. So even if you have these players that you finish ranking up, you get another copy of them, it's useful. Something to consider here as well is whenever you get a player, at least right now, whether it's uncommon, rare,
See you, Tommy.
you get that player. You're not getting a shard of a player, and then I need to get 100 more Tom Brady's before I can have him. We wanted to keep that experience where you open a pack, you see a player, it feels cool, it feels wonderful. So you get that one player, you have him on your team. Definitely real thrilled to have that and not have to just break him into a million pieces.
We ranked him up. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got a lot of presence now and all sorts of. That second rank up is a real big jump with the 25 presence there.
Oh yeah, and you can see exactly right. So it's really cool. No matter if you level up a player, they always get at least 1 present, sometimes more. And if you rank up a player, they always get presents. So even if there's a player on your team that you don't care about, like you care about quarterbacks, you care about running backs, they impact immediately. But a punt returner, we know you don't always use them. But being able to say, well, if I do level up my punt returner, it does have an impact on the rest of my team. I think that feels good. It means that some of the slots on your roster are not just there for show. It's like, yeah, they actually help your team get better. And I always think that's a wonderful feeling. So actually, can you go back to the rank up screen?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't need to tap on it because we're a couple days before launch. You never know what things work and don't work exactly as you want to. But you do see fine shards here. And if you were to go to the level up screen, you see some magnifying glasses. We're working hard this year. It's not going to be perfect at launch, but trying to get the ways available that if you need a resource, you can find where to get it via packs, trades, events in the game. Kind of do some of the deep linking elements. Difficult to pull off. We're going to keep working on it, but that's something people have asked for forever. I want to complete this set or trade. And how do I get these resources? Being able to help our players find what they need and navigate between things, something will work. And guess what? This game's different. I think I said that probably close to an hour ago. We've been talking a long time. This game's different, but the team has been working unbelievably hard to transform it. So hopefully it's for the better. And what's not better, we'll do our best to make it better.
Awesome. Well, Patrick, we for about 45 minutes. And again, we don't have a time limit or anything, but I don't know if you want to go into anything else. Obviously, we have the lineups and things like that. We kind of talked about leveling up, ranking up, some modes and everything else. I feel like if you want to add any the final touches, any high-level stuff you want to talk about finally, just or just how excited you are, or whatever,
yeah.
Then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's transformative. It's awesome. It's cool. The key thing I've been trying to say, I may have said it once or twice, I tend to repeat myself, is what we wanted to accomplish is when you come in and play our game every day, even if a limited time program isn't up, even if you don't get a master, the things that you do throughout our game every day help your team become better. It may not make your number one lineup better. It may make your AFC lineup better. It may make different pieces. Nick have told them that we have some ability to create kind of multiple lineups right now.
Yes, we've gone over multiple lineups.
Just making sure, yeah. That we're working on that too. It's complex. These are hard problems to solve, but that's what we want to accomplish. It's a rewarding experience. Have fun playing the game, and this is going to continue to get better. Can't wait to continue working on this for you guys. Just appreciate the time, and thanks for talking to me, Nick.
Absolutely. So everybody, we're going to toss it back to myself in a minute here. Thanks for watching. That was a longer one, Patrick. I always appreciate you coming on. We got a lot of stuff coming. Obviously, Madden NFL 22 Mobile that comes out on Friday, August 20th. We're not exactly sure what time, but we'll figure it out.
Not exactly sure what
We're
time.
really excited about it for you guys to get your hands on it. Obviously, there's a lot going on here between Arena and leagues and all sorts of stuff. We'll have more streams in the upcoming days. We're going to talk about some of the competitive stuff going forward, and also some of the other fringe stuff that we may have left out so far. So I'm really excited to do that. Patrick, I really appreciate you coming on, and especially spending this much time when you have so many other things you could be doing. So thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I'm going to toss it back to myself. Just give me 10 seconds here to get over there, and then we'll answer any final questions you have. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I am gonna be 100%. That was
It really is.
very boring, but it is a lot of information.
Oh my gosh, Patrick! When we finish this thing, he's like, I don't know if you heard, but your voice all of a sudden got really high. I just powered through it, but I wasn't sure what to do with it. So, thanks for listening. I know that was a long one. I know you guys have plenty of questions, and I'll try to answer a few before I go. But leagues are tomorrow. Jeff's going to come on. We're going to do leagues and competitive with Arena. We're going to show you some of the leaderboards, show you some of the players, show you some of that stuff. I did show you the champion store a little bit earlier today, but we'll do some more of that as well. But I don't know what happened. Super weird. I know you guys were talking about it. There's a lot going on here. I hope you guys like trades. Trades are really innovative and can be really helpful. But I understand there's a lot to them. We'll do 2 more streams tomorrow to just get through the last stuff and get ready for launch on Friday. There's a lot of hand-holding, Cream. There's a lot of fatuis and whatnot. I'm not sure about that number, Toxic. I'm really not. I know the players and stuff are going to be accessible, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to make your own decision, and if you like the style of the game and everything. There's a lot more here you can do. The one thing I'm going to try to stress is just that you have to go everywhere. Like the game changers, I think Ziston is obviously one of the free-to-play guys, and we use his data as helpful as we can, because I think it's important to see how he progressed and everything, and some of the other guys that didn't spend any money, and kind of see how it goes. And so we took a lot of data from him and whatnot to see how people that don't spend progress. And there's definitely avenues for you to play and enjoy the game. Presence is not power. OVR itself would be the closest thing to power, right? Because that's what you're comparing.
All right. I'm gonna mute it for a sec. I'm sorry, guys. It is a lot of information to take in, and I'm sorry if it's like really boring. I get it. Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been, I don't know. It's interesting because it's more of like the, like what else we have to expect. So they showed some modes. If you missed it, you can scroll back. Obviously, they showed some modes. They showed, the battle, division battles kind of promo thing. They showed tour basically. They showed how to level and rank up players, and then they showed obviously trades. Again, if you think it's clickbait, you can just go ahead and scroll back if you want. You can see it's not. So that's what basically you missed if you just joined Duke. But aside from that, I'm gonna just let Nick talk.
Of stamina to play. Hey, if you want to waste your tickets and not get any rewards, I mean, go for it. I don't know if it'll actually make it accessible for you right now, but listen, like I'm not. I don't know if you guys want to resume it tomorrow. That's fine. I don't want to. it's really one of those things where it's a system, it's a whole new system, and it's a lot of different stuff. I just, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision what you want to do. Presence isn't power because it just boosts your team up. It's not, you're not comparing it to anybody else music. Like you're not like somebody else's presence doesn't matter if your presence or their presence is higher, right? At the end of the day, it's all about OVR. So if your guy has a lot more skill, that also affects OVR than presence, right? So yeah, they're definitely testing. I appreciate that. But if you have a higher skill than presence, like your OVR will go up as well. Presence is just an OVR, indicator, right? It makes your OVR go up. Power was like something else that helped you match make and made you better than other teams because it made you plus or minus the other team, right? Like it had an actual impact on the person you were playing. Presence does not do that. OVR is the only thing that determines where you match up. Team OVR is how you match up against the computer and other players. The higher your OVR number, the more favorable your matchups will be. Yeah, GCs aren't playing on the server that you guys play on. They're on the test server with everybody else. I did, but the store.
August 20th, Cryptic might come a day early. Who knows?
So they haven't put in a lot of the store offers. I do have some store offers. If they're okay with it, I can go over some for you guys tomorrow. Sure. I have some of the documents. I have all the starting offers that are coming out. I just I tend to stay away from that stuff, but yeah, totally we can do that.
Okay, so I have no idea, guys.
No,
I know Nick's just gonna ramble on, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the changes. It was a long stream, like really long, so yeah, I apologize for that, and I apologize for the audio issues that we had. Some idiot called me in Discord, so I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. But I'm actually gonna end the stream here, because there's really nothing else. If you guys have any other questions about like what's going on, you can ask me, and I can maybe ask Nick, or if I can answer for you, I can just straight away answer it right now. So yeah, it is a lot to take in, because it's a whole new thing. And Apollo06, thank you for another $2, man. Really appreciate it. Excited and nervous about MM22, hoping for good. Exactly, man. Hey, best thing you can do is stay optimistic. This could be the best game we've ever played, could be the worst. Who knows? We don't know at this point. I'm excited. It's going to be an amazing release stream when I actually decide to go ahead and go live and everything. So appreciate the dono. But I'm actually going to end the stream here perfectly at 69 likes. So thank you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Unfortunately, there's no one live that I could raid. Really sad about that. So I'm just going to end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you